Kolla, hej men du som så bad. Search my link, collect my life, but I could have said nah. Even though prisoner, just never was enough. We were stuck a beat, brains in the net, proud of me. Blinker, they woke me right, oppression, the tail and right. Blinker, they woke me right, yeah, yeah. Stay in the bubble, drop a top, make faith, dump, nothing, clouds, sunshine. Blinker, they woke me right. Blinker, they woke me right, yeah, yeah. Blinker, the walking run, the pressure, you tell them. Blinker, the walking run. Yeah, yeah. Blinker, the walking run. Blinker, the blinker. Blinker, blinker. Let's dance. Forget fair på en Let's dance. Forget fair på en There was a man who traveled the globe, and his back a song he wrote, song about peace and joy. Whether he played it for new world begins. Man but dreams, the work comes close. To some poet, all he knows. Back for coins and guitar and he sang song where he can. If days forgive him for me, let days forgive him for me, let days forgive him for me, let days forgive him for me. Seven. There was a man who traveled the globe, and his back a song he wrote, song about peace and joy. Was there he played it for New World Big. Man with dreams, where comes close to some poet, all he knows. Back for chords and guitar, and he sang song where he can. For your fair Yeah, putting together a new CD, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. Andy Globe, like Andy Globe Live. Like I said, recordings I do. In the time I'm playing on farmers market, shopping passages, and more. So great versions, great live tracks, I think, coming down. It's hard to replace it maybe in a studio. At least maybe you have to live in the studio like I live on shopping passages or on farmers markets and do my job as musician. So I'm very in like and glad that I be able and can record all these beautiful
Songs and Files. Andy Globe Live. Stay tuned for beautiful tapes.
And what dreams, where comes close, here's some for your head, all he knows. Back for coins, get an out, he sang song where he can let forgive him for a name, left forgive him for a name, left
Dankeschön. Tschüss. Yeah, like I said, Sennheisers. I used the Sennheiser Profile Wireless. I think the mic, it's yeah, I'm really enjoy to listen to them. Great for my setup, nylon guitar and the vocals. And now they Facebook and YouTube have them again. Like I said, sometimes I have they don't show up at my social medias. I don't know why. Maybe if you have too less electricity of the microphones, maybe the connection, it cannot give out the connection. Like I said, I studying the microphones. Of course, I bought them, I think at February, and still in study of the tools and all these things, what you can do with it. So at least mic-wise, I think it's yeah, one of my favorites. I think you need nothing anymore. Kind of, I can serve this as CD. Even I recorded many of these files, like I said, in Shuffling Passages and more, Andy Globe Live, and I'm very satisfied with the quality of the microphones. That's very beautiful. So files with iPhone and files with Sennheiser. Even I have files back then with my Huawei, if you can remember. I recorded years with my Huawei, and yeah, still great files. It's a great recorder as well. I cannot complain. Some of these files turn out very beautiful as well. So yeah, let's see about that. Sometimes this, sometimes that. What you have maybe two, yeah, what you get in your hands kind of is maybe from use. Kind of freestyles that came through. Meanwhile, I play many hours, of course, during the day. Yeah, so all of a sudden there comes these moments to light where a great melody, a great chord progression, etc., took place, and you got these 2, 3, 4 minutes of playing kind of like water, maybe. That's very beautiful. It's kind of nothing planned. That's a yeah, compose and freestyle that takes place somehow. You play a lot the guitar, like I do. Maybe for bringing the tunes, the sheet later on together. Let's see about that. Let's see about that on A minor. Andy Glow. Think one track is missing.
But what dreams were comes.
I think it was the song. The song Repair the Old Wounds. Yeah, it was a funny thing what came through. I work, maybe as you know, with the Clipchamp. I think the video editor, I bought the laptop a couple of years ago and it has the video editor and used very likely for songs like No Slave, etc., etc. Then all of a sudden, I know there was a problem with the video editor and the Clipchamp came up. So now I was like, okay, going familiar with the Clipchamp. And then it did some updates, I think 3, 4, 5 days back. And then all of a sudden the Clipchamp don't open up anymore. And I was like, okay, what's now is where's the problem? Kind of now I'm familiar with the Clipchamp. I did the Life of a Founders Volume 1 with it and more, know how to maybe use it as well for graphics and more. Then I was like, okay, what's the problem? Try to Google, maybe there's a new program or Clipchamp is off, etc., etc. Then I found out, no, the App Store still serve it. Try to bring it new to my desktop, and it was like, it's already installed, there's no problem, etc., etc. And then I was like, okay, where's the problem? What is why it don't open up? Is my laptop maybe has a problem? Then I started to register I think it is Windows new. So I gave my email address and all of a sudden it's working out again. So sometimes maybe if you have a problem with software after an update, it can take place that it throws you out of your register. So maybe you have to dial into your account again to make it work. At least this time it works out. The Clipchamp is back is back in function. So I'm very happy with it. I found another great program. I did some postings. It says Wondersharer Filmora 15. And it's as well, I think, great for making these type of music like content, getting vocals out of the guitar track, mastering as well. A lot of great solutions to find on this program for your audio. It says Wondershare Filmora 15, and I have it from the Microsoft App Shop. It's a free tool. At least there's a free version and a buy version. I think if you want to use it without commercial, etc., etc., then you go into the buy-in section or into the sector of buying it. I think it's worth it. I will try it out a bit, but it's definitely a great program that I think that deserves the buy-in and more. Check it out if you like. I did some commercials. I did some bloggings a couple of days ago. It says Wondershare Filmora 15 for audio mastering and audio or video idea translations and more. Yeah, I think one more track and then I have a new record together. It says Andy Globe Live. At least a version of it. Enjoy. So that's the beauty about maybe being that, independent, being a musician the way I get taught to be one. Go out and play, overcome these walls of fear, and and record your own music, and stay a lot with the Facebook and YouTube and keep posting your content. So yeah, you can, at least you can do it all by yourself. If you like, if you want to do all by yourself. Yeah, most of the time I'm the guy maybe want to go for doing it all by myself. Yeah, the old Wales. Yeah, like in the concert hall, ladies and gentlemen. That's a very beautiful thing. Sennheisers, the Bellido guitar, me playing like singing in shopping passage and farmers markets. What is a great, I think, a great reverb room. Like you can say that's a live concert. That's the beauty, I think, about it. You don't have to have any plugins more to say, okay, let's see what we can do with the reverb. It sounds very natural, very organic, and that's the beauty about it. And I found out, yeah, I think the Sennheisers have a great, maybe a great gate or a great response, and in terms of recording, maybe a great dynamic in it, record what's important in front of, and keep the maybe the side noises a bit out of the signal, kind of. So I think that's, yeah, I'm listening to that very likely. So it's a very unique thing. I think you don't even need any more studio processors. I think you can mix it, master it. Of course, there are a lot of possibilities now, but it's recorded that natural, that organic kind of, that it's, yeah, I think it's good to go. If you find a good position to record maybe the vocals and the guitar at the same time, like I did. I posted it a bit earlier on my Facebook. If you like the positions, I have the Sennheiser spotted. Yeah, I think you can have very great and satisfying results.
Hold on now.
Besides, I'm very proud of what God or we achieved maybe the last 15, 17, 18, 19 years in terms of songwriting, in terms of singing and voice availability, in terms of guitar playing availability, composing availability. If you ask I think we can, or I will burn this to a CD kind of, or put it to my desktop. Thanks for buying, ladies and gentlemen. Give me kind of what it's worth for you. Feel inspired by my social media, spend more. Sounds beautiful. Because I have the feeling it's really kind of live concerts. In my studies of being a musician, in my hometown or in the town where I'm from, at least at the moment, Böbling, it's more a small town maybe, where, yeah, it's not London, where maybe everywhere is an offer of live music. So yeah, I came back from Berlin and more from maybe big cities, where I was invited kind of a bit to those farmers markets, to playing shopping passages, what I not really had a clue at the time, maybe 8-9 years back, when I was searching for the gigs. Like I said, was very busy with writing emails to venues or people that maybe serve stages. Then I started to play in shopping and farmers markets, where you can, maybe if you can spot the pictures I posted earlier on. It was a big step, because people know okay, he plays on the street. It's kind of that, okay, the street musician, etc., etc. but there was no other option. If you want to earn money with your music, you have to show up. And if there is no stage maybe at the moment ready, etc., that's a coin is better than no coin. This is where I can play music, study my music, write my songs, and more. So after a couple of months, I came or overcame that fear. Okay, what maybe the people say now when I'm playing on the street, or etc. I decided, okay, I play music. That's what I do. I achieved these goals in Berlin when I was in London, and then I was like, okay, why not? And then I play for hours every day, kind of, and I felt really now in love with it because it's that without maybe writing a lot of messages and ask people, can I play, or searching for stages. So it's a great thing. I'm very satisfied by having no pressure in terms of um, yeah bring the stuff into the car, then drive maybe to set, play a gig, um, and then go home again, and all this time what's in between. You don't have really. What I do is grab my guitar, maybe my cycle, my pickup, and show and go for a nice place somewhere in my city, or etc., and start to play. And you can count on a certain type of level of money as well. I started to record these beautiful sessions that popped up then. And I was like, hey, that's a great thing. No one really stresses me. I can be a musician, and if someone wants to listen to that and more, um, you can listen to that, as like I post stuff on the internet. So I'm as musician, I found out there's a very beautiful way to be a musician. Um, you have a daily, you have a routine, and you have a system, and you have a social life with it. So I'm proud of these tapes, kind of, and I'm proud of that job I have, as well, maybe, as playing a musician in shopping passages, like playing on farmers markets, besides the gigs, or besides restaurants and bars, when there's an offer and there's a need for it, kind of, by very being satisfied when I'm playing 4 or 5 hours every day in public. It's kind of gigging maybe every day and more. And I can serve CDs in a quality like this, where you say, okay, that's maybe besides any studio, because you have a beautiful flow in it, and a beautiful working um, beautiful working flow, kind of. Yeah, stay tuned for my new
Exactly got that.
that's coming.
Searching my link,
Huh?
collect my life, but I could not deny. You
The
know,
Sennheiser.
there I was tonight. We rest, I could be praised in the name. Proud of me. Blinkers, they won't get right. Oppression, Blinkers, they
Thanks
won't
for
get
buying.
right. Yeah. Stay in the bubble, double time, make friends, I'm the take loud sunshine. Blinkers, they won't get right. Blinkers, they won't get right. Yeah. Blinkers, they won't get right. Oppression, Blinkers, they won't get right. Yeah. Blinker. Forget fair for the left face. Forget give help for need. There was a man who traveled the globe, and his back a song he wrote, song about peace and joy. Whether he played it for new world begins. Man but dreams, the work comes close. To some void, all he knew. Back for coins and guitar and he sang song where he can lift his. Forgive him when he 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 lift his. There was a man who traveled the globe, and his back a song he wrote, song about. There was a man who traveled the globe, and his back a song he wrote, song about peace and joy. Whether he played it for New World Big. Man with dreams, word comes close to some void, all he knew. Back for chords and guitar, and he sang song where he can lift for you fell for a day, for you fell for a day. And what dreams, word comes close to some forehead, all he knows. Back for coins, guitar now, he sang song where he can lift forgive him for a name, left forgive him for a name, left
Dankeschön. Tschüss. Beautiful. Yeah, thanks for buying, ladies and gentlemen. My new record that's in the coming up, like maybe on a live transmitting as well for YouTube with the Sennheisers. I posted a picture earlier on. One is on my code kind of at the moment. the microphones, and one is spotted on the membrane of my guitar, of my speakers. I think the sound is beautiful. It's great for this type of money and this type of translation in kind of World Wide Web to each and everybody, maybe bureau or living room or mobile phone or wherever your speakers are at the moment. It sounds great. And it was a very kind of a thought I brained kind of about it many months, how to translate or how to get a good sound from my Cubase into yours or into your music listening zone, kind of. And it's then Sarah studied out the Sennheisers. And one I spotted now on the membrane of my speaker, and the rest is the live session. So I think it's a cheap way as well, maybe for concerts and concert halls, to serve my my signal to TV, kind of to the internet. You just need a Sennheiser one or spotted on the guitar, kind of where you got a good space for vocal and guitar, and the rest is kind of wireless. Spot somewhere the iPhone, if you like, left or right on the stage, or maybe on the mixing desk, and the desk too, maybe as well, with wire or wireless into the internet. Yes, and that's it. At least in my vision and suggestion of things, ladies and gentlemen. Here, stay tuned for more. Thinking about the pictures I want to use for this Andy Globe Live CD or CDs. Maybe I will post, or I have already posted some ideas or some pictures to my Facebook. Andreas Bauerheim is the at the moment bringing new footage or new content to Facebook account, if you like. Thanks for buying. Thanks for enjoying, ladies and gentlemen. Check me out on WordPress. Get my IBAN big. Give me what it's worth for you. Stay tuned for more. And thanks, of course, for the soccer championship. Thanks for your guys' entertainment. Sport, I'm a big fan, of course, of sports. Sports is something good for your health, for life, or for your life or in lives. I do sport myself a lot. It's great for music as well, for creativity and creative processes. I think great songs many great songs, I think, at least many great compositions of me, or a lot of great compositions came to me after maybe a great sports tour. That's what I studied out a lot of times. If you do a good sports tour, you get a good composition by maybe refreshing your brain cells, refreshing your muscles, refreshing your breath, etc., etc. At least in my study of things under God. Andy Globe. Thanks for buying.